Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to, hopefully, let's see. Yeah, YouTube sent out the notification. Okay. Oh my, all right, here we go. And boom, there we go. All right, we'll hopefully wait for some people to come up in here. Oh my, cannot believe we have to make this damn live. We have to do this live stream. This is craziness. Where's the video? Where is the video? All right, here's the video. What up, cool gamer? How you doing, man? Yo, good to see you. Good to see you. Technically, whoa. Technically, T all the way from Dubai. Wow. What's up, man? Man, Mr. Traveler Man is in the building. We got to have a talk today. We got to talk, y'all, because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed AF today, so we got to talk. I can't believe this video I've made. I can't believe I actually have to lie to you about this, but we going to talk about it. And that spiritual Blitz, hey, man, Blitz, how you doing out here? What is going on? How you doing? What's going on with you? What is going on? What is going on, bruh? Trenton, bro. Trenton, my dude. What up, bruh? What up, y'all? How y'all doing? All right, let me put this link out on Twitter real quick, man. Hold on, y'all. This is absurd. The absurdity of this. I tell you, this stuff is absurd, man. You know, just when you thought you hear it all on the internet, some new ish come to light, yo. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I cannot believe this. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Okay, that's that. All right, so here we go. Hello, happy Thursday. Normally I don't live stream on Thursdays, but it ain't a normal live stream, so let's get into it. So Line Detective put out a video clip, I think from his live stream. He put out a clip, and apparently, in this particular part of the clip, he was addressing a sentiment that smaller YouTubers, or I guess smaller tech channels, feel like Line Detective channel makes it unfair for them to succeed on YouTube. We can watch a few the first few seconds of the video, and then we can get into it, because this is a bunch of BS. But let's get into it. Let me play the clip real quick. Let me get in here real quick. Oh, let me probably help.
They aren't doing very well due to the size.
Go back. All right, let's start over. All right.
Some smaller tech channels have expressed in the past that they aren't doing very well due to the size of LTT, and it's hard to compete.
Huh?
Do you think that's damaging to them?
Okay. You know what? No, I need to rewind. Because this is absurdity. Let me rewind it, and then I'll get into how I feel about this. Let me rewind. I want to make sure I'm hearing this correctly.
Some smaller tech channels have expressed in the past that they aren't doing very well due to the size of LTT, and it's hard to compete. Do you think that's damaging to them?
Okay. All right. So, the premise, and Linus goes on to talk about the things that he's done, and I'll get into some of that here in the live stream, but the premise, due to the size of the Linus Tech Tip YouTube channel, smaller channels feel like they are unable to compete. Oh my God. Why? Lord, what? Lord Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel. Take the wheel, Jesus, take the wheel. Bruh. You know what? There's a line from one of my favorite movies ever, and the line goes something like this. And it's no truer than it is today. The line goes, the world has become a Brady Bunch pussy whipped version of itself. And if any of you all seen Demolition Man, y'all know, y'all probably heard the line. But that's how I feel. The world has literally become a pussy whipped Brady Bunch version of itself. People out here complaining about large tech channels and large YouTubers in general. What? What type of nonsense is this? What are you talking about? There have always been large YouTube channels. There have always been big tech channels. What the hell does that have to do with you? That has nothing to do with you. Now, what I will say, and what Roberto says all the time, is that 97% of the views on YouTube go to the top 3% of the channels on the platform. So basically, the rest of us are left working for the scraps, if you believe that. But still, that does not mean that you can't come on this platform and compete. Firstly, that's the wrong mindset anyway, because it's not a competition. You're not in competition with Linus Tech Tip. Okay? Let's just get that out of the way. It's not a competition. Your competition as a creator is to be better than yourself, to make your next video better than your last video. That is the only competition on YouTube. If you are doing that, you are progressing. You are winning. That is the way that you should be thinking about this. Not, I can't get as many views as Linus Tech Tip. How disrespectful can you be? Let me ask you some of y'all small channels something, right? Since he's making it difficult for small channels. How long have you been on YouTube? How long have you been creating content on this platform? Let me tell you how long Linus has been on the platform. Probably for as long as YouTube has been YouTube. And YouTube has been YouTube for what? 18 years? YouTube has been a thing for 18 years, which means Linus has probably been had a channel for almost what? 15, 16 of those years? He has literally been on the platform damn near since day one. So you want to come crying, talk about how Linus is making it bad for you to compete when you just got on the platform and he's been on the platform since day one. But you're finding it hard to compete. Bruh. Oh my God. Like the buffoonery, the blasphemy, the asininity of this conversation, it just blows my mind. So, as Linus is explaining his thought process throughout this clip or whatever, he says, and rightfully so, that he literally paved the way for the advertising money that tech YouTubers make today. Let me repeat that for y'all knuckleheads out there that don't understand. Linus is the reason why y'all have ad dollars dropping in your bank account, okay? He was one of the original tech channels on this platform, which means he had to go through the growing pains of not having advertisers to do brand deals with. He had to go and search that stuff out and gradually build his platform without that stuff in place. A lot of the things that we take for granted today were put in place by the Linuses and the John Rettingers and the Sojano Best of the world. They did not have what we have today. They had to find it and build it for themselves because YouTube, back when they were doing it, was still a relatively new thing, and the brands had no clue. Hell, brands don't even have a clue today. And we're in 2023, and the brands still don't have a clue. But at least they have a better idea of what they're doing today as it relates to 18 years ago when YouTube first came out or whatever. Also, since Linus is a large channel and he runs an entire media company, guess what? They don't work on weekends, which means if something major happens in the tech space over the weekend, guess who doesn't cover it until Monday morning or whatever? Linus, which means if you're a smaller channel, you have time to do stuff and put out content that Linus does not have because his people are off on the weekends. So he has a whole team to go through and ideate and different things like that. You have your one-stop shop, your one-man band, where you could probably put out content a lot quicker than Linus can. What do you mean you can't compete? He has a lot more friction in the way when he tries to make content as opposed to you and your one-man band trying to make content. All you gotta do is come up with the idea in the thumbnail and make the video and put it out there. He has to ideate between 80 people and put together a video. Not to mention the brand that he has sponsoring the channel and things like that. He may or may not have to get approval from them before he puts their spot in the video and all that jazz. Because I don't think Linus puts out a video anymore these days without having some type of brand sponsorship integrated in there somehow. Because again, the man is an entire media conglomerate. He has over 80 employees. So he has to get them paid. They have to eat. So every video that he makes these days has a sponsored section in it somewhere. So that's a whole nother element that most of y'all small channels don't even have to deal with. Let me tell you about brands. I just had a meeting with a brand about some of the shady crap they be doing with creators. And Linus has to deal with all that stuff, although with him and his experience, I doubt he has to deal with much shadiness, well, a little bit, but not nearly as much as smaller creators might have to deal with because they don't have the knowledge that Linus has. But if you think about what you have to deal with, and as far as getting brands to approve a video and different things like that, it is next level. Something that you smaller creators have no clue about because you don't have to go through that stuff. Y'all trying to compare yourself to a man and a company that has literally been on YouTube since its inception. But he's making it hard for you to compete? You would have no tech channel without Linus. Do you know how stupid you sound? Like, you would not have a tech channel if it wasn't for Linus and Marquez and Sojano Beth and John Rettinger and Phone Dog and all of these tech channels that were way back in the day, Flossie Carter included. Because Flossie Carter was on the platform practically at the beginning too. So all these channels out here that have been on the platform over a decade plus, and y'all talking about how you can't compete. Of course you can't compete, but you're not supposed to be trying to compete. The whole goal is to come on the platform and do your own thing, pave your own way. That way, you can build your own brand, build your own company or whatever, and you can go off the road that has already been paid for you. Because again, when Linus started out his channel, he did not have the stuff that we have today. He did not have a roadmap on how to build a business. He had to literally build it from the ground up with no guidance, no nothing. Because back when he started, YouTube was brand new. Nobody knew how to navigate YouTube back when Linus started all those years ago. But you all want to come on here today and complain that he's making it difficult for you when he literally gave you the damn blueprint. He gave you the blueprint. You literally have an outline of how to build a channel and build a business out of it because of Linus. Even he himself have put out videos about how he built his business. What are you talking about? You can't compete. This mindset that these bigger channels are taking all our views away. We can't compete. It is such an inferiority complex. I cannot grasp it. Maybe I'm just arrogant as fuck. I don't know. I'm arrogant. So I'm you know what? I'm not even arrogant. I'm just confident. Okay, I'm just uberly confident in what I do. So I have a hard time trying to compute and calculate some of you all's thought process on the internet. I've seen a lot of crap on the internet over the past 5 years of my creative career, but some of this stuff just blows my mind. Y'all out here trying to clown bigger creators when they literally have paved the way for you to be successful and build your business off of stuff they already done. How many brands have you seen lately today that are willing to sponsor a tech channel or pay a tech creator to work with you and do a brand integration or a dedicated brand video or sponsor you or whatever, or send you product? All of that happens because people like Linus and Flossie and John Rettinger and Sojano Beth paved the way for you all, for us, to have these opportunities to do what we do today. Because without Linus, without Sojano Beth, without John Rettinger, there is no tech YouTube. So this whole Linus is making it harder for me to compete. Bitch, are you serious? Are you serious? Get real. Get real. Where are you at? Wake up. Get your head out of your ass. Bro, recognize how good we have it today because of Linus. Like, he giving us a gift. He's giving us a roadmap of how to succeed as a tech channel on this platform. What are you talking about? He's made it hard for you to compete. Oh, dear Lord. Make it make sense, Lord. Make it make sense. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. Yo, Trent, bro. Trent, I don't understand this. I don't compute this. I don't understand. Like, why are you trying to compete with a guy who's been in the league for 15 years? What are you competing at exactly? How are you going to compete? If you're a brand new channel, how the hell are you going to compete with Linus? Why would you want to compete with Linus? Why would you even think about competing with a Linus? Why? So, you smaller channel can't succeed because of Linus Tech Tips, right? Let me run down channels that have succeeded well beyond being small channels with the existence of Linus Tech Tips. John Prosser, Front Page Tech. The dude is literally headline news these days, right? And he's been on the platform for 8 years. He's doing very well. My man Taylor of Tech, almost at 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's doing very well. We got Sam from Apple Track doing very well. Luke Miani doing very well. Greg Gadget doing very well. Before he stepped out of YouTube, Travis MCP or Tech YouTube, Travis MCP doing very well. Hell, Trenton in here got over 10,000, doing all right. You know, he's doing fine. Okay. Before I started a brand new channel, I got up to 6,000 subscribers on my main channel before I started over. Okay. So don't tell me that small channel can't come on here and compete and do well. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Some of you all just have the wrong mindset. And it's interesting now that I'm in a unique position to talk about this since I work for a YouTube education company. But I feel like a lot of creators have the wrong mindset as it relates to trying to be successful on YouTube anyway. All they think about is getting subscribers so they can monetize their channel. And how many times do I have to tell you knuckleheads that you can make money outside of the YouTube partner program? How many times, how many languages do I need to tell you all this? Y'all are knuckleheads. You don't listen. But you can make money outside of the YouTube partner program. Even Linus, again, has made a video outlining how he makes money. And even in that video, he said that YouTube AdSense is like the lowest on the totem pole. It's literally the lowest of the low. Nobody worth anything on YouTube relies on the YouTube partner program to make money because they know how fragile it is. You cannot rely on that to make a living. Nobody who is on here to build a business is building it on YouTube AdSense. So, if you want to redefine what you feel like success is, that's where you should start. Figure out how to make money outside of the YouTube partner program. Hell, you don't even have to monetize your channel for all that. And you can make money if you really want to. Oh, God. Yeah. Why? Dear Lord, why? Angelique, they making me mad out here, yo. They making me mad out here, yo. Listen, man, BG, listen. I was doing fine today. I was minding my business. I was about to be chilling, doing just whatever I want because I wasn't planning on streaming until tomorrow. But then I saw the video that Linus made or whatever, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Not happening. I'm not having it. No, not today. Okay. I need you all to rework your mindset. First of all, it ain't about competing with your fellow creators. I don't know how many times I got to tell you this, but it is not about competing with your fellow creators. It's literally about competing with yourself. As long as your next video is better than your last video, that is all the competition you will ever need because you will grow. If your last video didn't succeed, if you figure out why that is and you can make your next video better, that is the sauce. That is literally the sauce. Also, Linus said in the video that, hold on. He said in the video that his channel is so big that he has a hard time trying to get it in a general direction. And as I've told you guys at work all the time, when you don't niche down, when you're not focused with your channel, it's harder to grow it. So as a small creator, you have much more levity to steer your channel in a general direction, aka niche down, to grow quicker as a result. Linus can't do that anymore because his channel is too big and he has too much going on, so he can't niche down anymore. He can't do it. He literally cannot do it, and he said as much in the clip. He can't do it. He can't focus on just one thing. The channel is a variety tech channel at this point. You have the advantage as a smaller channel of not being all over the place. You can literally focus your channel on a particular subject and use that to grow fast. But I think a lot of y'all want to be like Linus. You want to make variety content, and that's where you mess up. Because how many times do we have to tell you all that making variety content will not grow your channel, at least not as fast as you want it to grow? Because if you can't build that trust with the audience, they will not stick around. People are creatures of habit. They want to know what they're going to get from you when they come to your YouTube channel. And if you're all over the place and they can't predict what you're going to upload next, they're not going to subscribe. Again, Linus understands this, which is why he understands that he's operating at a disadvantage because he can't laser focus his channel like that no more. And of course, you have people like Shelly out here who does what she wants. But Shelly understands what I'm saying. She understands what I'm saying. If you're a small creator and you are not laser focused, your channel growth is going to be slower. That's just the reality of the situation. You have not gained the clout to do whatever you want yet. Linus can do whatever he wants. He gained that clout. He's earned that right. But you, smaller creator, you have not earned that right. So you have to be laser focused if you want to grow on this platform. Even Twitter, who made their algorithm criteria public lately, said that if you want to grow on Twitter, you can't go outside of your subject area. Otherwise, it will slow down your reach on Twitter. And that's Twitter. So if the same thing applies on Twitter about being laser focused on your subject content, how do you think that works on YouTube? Again, if you want to grow on YouTube, there are so many channels out there that are growing at a fast pace because they understand what they need to do. They understand that they need to be laser focused in their growth strategy. You cannot grow on this platform as a newer creator if you are all over the place. I say this all the time at work. It's all about providing value. But in addition to providing value, you have to be willing as a creator to give the audience what they want and what they need from you. And sometimes, as much as we don't like it, that involves putting yourself in a box. We always talk about how YouTube puts us in the box. It's not really YouTube putting us in the box. It's our audience putting us in the box because they want what they want. And if we don't give them what they want, they're going somewhere else where they can get it. And if you are a viewer and audience, you would do the same damn thing. If you are with a creator and the creator was not giving you what you want, guess what you're going to do? You're going to go somewhere else where you can get what you want. This is not rocket science. It's not algebra, people. This is basic mathematics. If you don't give them what they want, they're going somewhere else. So if you want to grow, give them what they want. It is that simple. This is not hard. But y'all want to come out here and complain about bigger tech channels and bigger YouTube channels and how they're making it difficult for you to compete. How you going to complain about a bigger channel when you don't even understand the basics of YouTube? You cannot complain about Linus if you don't understand the basics of how the YouTube platform works. You can't do it. You look dumb. You look foolish. Figure out how the platform works first before you start complaining about a bigger channel. What are we doing out here? What are we doing? Oh boy. Oh Lord. Oh my. All right, let me see if I can let me see what's about these chats. What up, Jason? How you doing, man? Good to see you out here. Good to see you. And James, James, you at the end now. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. What's up, man? What's up? Hey, make sure you get that burger, bro. Get that burger. Get that burger. Let me go back up here and make sure I miss anything. Our dog, dude, has over 15 million subs. Not too many competing with creators like him. Period. No, you're not. And again, you should not be trying to compete with him. It is not about competing with him. It is about doing your own thing and growing in your own way. It's not about competing with Linus. Like, again, a lot of these creators have the wrong mindset, and it's terrible. Gwendolyn G, what's up? How you doing out here? Jonathan, I've already lost. It's already gone, bro. My mind gone because all of this is just lunacy to me. It's ridiculous. My mind is gone, dude. It's gone already. What up, Joseph? How you doing, man? Good to see you out here. What's going on, man? Like I said, technically T over there checking in from Dubai. My goodness. Brooklyn very own out here. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Tuvo, what's up, man? What's going on with you? What's going on? Listen, I'm not live streaming every day. I'm not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. But when stupid stuff like this happens, I got to live stream because it's interesting. Because, again, I work for a YouTube education company. I talk to small creators damn near every single day of my life at this point. And I'm telling them the same stuff. Some of them listen, some of them don't. But when you come out here and you accuse a bigger channel of stagnating your growth, we got to talk about it. We got to talk because you're not understanding the basics of YouTube if that's what you think. If you think that because Linus' channel is so big that it's causing you stagnation in your growth, you are not understanding how YouTube works. That is not how this works at all. What up, My Tech Review? What's up, man? Exactly. He has the corporation. He has a lot of variables going on. Not to mention, he has a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of people to do to work with. So he ain't got to he ain't doing things like regular people do them. That's not it. Yeah, you're right. Wisdom is all about providing value. That's all it is. If you can't provide value, then it don't matter. Nobody's gonna rock with you because you're not giving them any value. And I've been talking about this a lot recently as it relates to creators wanting to vlog. A lot of creators just want to point the camera at themselves and vlog, right? They want to show you their life. They want to share their life with you. That's all good and well. But when you're first starting out on the platform, we don't know you. And because we don't know you, we don't care about you. Okay? Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it a buck. When you're first starting out on the platform, we don't know you. And because we don't know you, we don't care about you. So because we don't care about you, it is your job to get us to care about you. And how do you do that, Viper? How do I get them to care about me? You get them to care about you by providing value in your content. Give them a reason to come back to you time and time again. Teach them something. Show them something. Make them feel comfortable. Entertain them. Do something that provides value to their life. And it can't be all about you. This is the problem with new creators in YouTube in 2023. They want to make it all about themselves, disregarding the audience and what the audience wants and what the audience needs. And then they want to come complaining, why am I not growing? Why am I not growing? Because you're making it all about you and nobody cares about you. I know you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear it, but it is the reality of the world that we live in. People do not care about you until it's time to care about you. They don't care about you until you give them a reason to care about you. Mr. Beast spent 5 years making videos that nobody watched until one day they started watching them, okay? 5 years he spent making videos that nobody watched. Now, Mr. Beast has been on YouTube for 10 years, right? He's been on the platform for 10 plus years. But for 5 of those 10 years, he made videos that nobody watched. But because, you know, he's Mr. Beast now, people think that he grew overnight or some crap like that, or they feel like it just came easy to him. No, it didn't come easy to him. He put in work. Something that y'all seem to not be willing to do a lot of. Not y'all in the chat, but just small creators in general. Small creators in general seem unwilling to put in the work. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. But there's one thing about being a content creator that will never change. And that is, if you want to succeed, you need to put in the work. That will never change. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what you think about it. You can hate it or whatever. But the one thing that will never change is that if you want to be a successful creator on YouTube, you have to put in the work. And you're not going to get work done by complaining about Line and Tech Tips being a big channel. The hell is that, man? What is that? Yo, what up, the poets? How you doing, man? What's going on with you? Tech Tuesday, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you out here. Hey, you know Trent's on top of it, man. Trent is on top of it. You already know. You already know. Like the poets is a perfect example. Okay. The dude started off, he wasn't really doing too much on YouTube, so he went over to TikTok. And he kind of blew up on TikTok. But once he started blowing up on TikTok, he came back to YouTube, and now he's kind of blowing up on YouTube. So don't tell me that the work can't be done when you got people like the poets out here doing work, getting it done, showing you what is possible out here. He is literally showing you that it can be done. He had a slow start on YouTube. He went to TikTok, found success on TikTok. Now he's back on YouTube, finding success on YouTube. Don't tell me you can't do it when people are doing it every single day. You can do it. The only difference between them and you is effort. That's all it is. They are putting in effort. You are not. And if you're not willing to put in effort, then you can't expect the results. Everybody wants shortcuts. They want handouts. Ain't nobody handing you nothing. There are no shortcuts with this. You either put in the work or you get passed up. But don't come on here crying about a bigger channel and how the bigger channel is doing better and hindering you. Ain't nobody hindering you. The only person hindering you is you. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. But that's where we're at here. That's where we're at, y'all. That's where we're at. Listen, man. I don't even know what more I can say, yo. This is simple to me. If you want it, you'll go get it. I posted something on the vidIQ Twitter account last night. I was asking people to tell me about their struggles on YouTube this week, or their YouTube struggles. And some of them mentioned things like having a job and a family and school and different things like that. And while I know that those are all valid things that are happening in your life and that you have to deal with, that doesn't change the fact that if you want to, you will. And what I mean by that is, if you want it bad enough, you will find a way to make it happen. How many creators with similar variables have made it happen? There are a ton of creators on YouTube that are crushing it and have crushed it with jobs, families, kids, schooling, whatever. They have similar obstacles, or they have or had similar obstacles and still found a way to make it work. But you want to come up and be like, I can't do it because of this, this, and this, but somebody else right next to you is doing it. What's your excuse? People got things happening that are bigger than what you got happening with you, but they're still making it work. There's always somebody out there who has it worse than you, but they still find a way to succeed. While you're complaining about your limitations and your obstacles, somebody is jumping those limitations and hurdling those obstacles and making a way for themselves, making a name for themselves on this platform. Every day, somebody's growing on YouTube. So what is your excuse? Like I said, the inferiority complex stuff, I can't deal with that. I that don't compute with me, yo. It took me 3 years and over 500 videos and countless clubhouse rooms before I was able to change my career. And a lot of it was due to my being on YouTube. Now, even though I didn't become a full-time creator for myself, I am still a full-time creator today, just in a different capacity. But I'm here where I am today because I put in the work to get to this position to be where I'm at. So I am speaking from personal experience when I tell you that the work is all that matters. You do the work, good things will result from you doing the work. If you don't do the work, then you'll be left wondering why. And you'll be saying dumb shit like, Light isn't too big. I can't give you because Light has a bigger channel. That's kind of dumb shit is that. I gotta stop cursing, but yeah. All right. My man the poet's out here running 4 businesses, yo. He's running 4 businesses and still getting it done. 4 businesses and still gets it done. And then we got Tech Tuesday. What you say about focusing on multiple subcategories within the main category? I review tech, mostly phone, but also earbuds, cases, PCs, and other tech content as that good practice. Honestly, you might want to limit that to like 2 or 3 sub buckets. So you can have a main umbrella thing, and then you might want to limit your sub buckets to 2 or 3. Because from reading that, you might be doing a little bit too much, but it really just depends on how you're growing. But you definitely want to try to break it down to 2 or 3 different sub buckets if you want to have faster growth. Because again, it's all about people being able to trust you and trust what you're going to put out there into the content space. If you want to grow fast, then people have to be willing to trust you. You have to give them a reason to trust you. And the way that you do that is by making them understand and having them be comfortable with the stuff that you're going to put out there on YouTube. They have to know what you're going to put out because, as Pat Flynn said at a conference recently, people don't subscribe to your channel for the content that they watch. People subscribe to your channel for the content that they're going to watch in the future, which means they expect a certain expectation of content from you, which is why they decide to stick around. They don't stick around because of what you've done. They stick around because they expect you to put out a certain type of content that they're comfortable with. And if you're not willing to make that content that they're comfortable with, they're not going to stick around. They're going to leave you. They're not going to subscribe to your channel. Starbucks did not become Starbucks by doing every damn thing. Dunkin' Donuts did not become Dunkin' Donuts from doing every damn thing. They started off laser focused on coffee and donuts. Well, Starbucks with coffee, Dunkin' Donuts with donuts. They started off laser focused, and as they built their brand, being laser focused, then once they had something built, once they had a foundation in place, that is when they kind of branched out into other things that are not donuts or not coffee. But you can't do that until you build that foundation. But again, a lot of y'all just want to have a house on a pencil, yo. You want to build a house on top of a pencil. You don't want to take time to lay your foundation and wonder why your crap comes crumbling down. It comes crumbling down because you have not laid the foundation. You can't build a house on top of a pencil. It doesn't work that way. Brick by brick, board by board, nail by nail. You have to build the foundation. Once you build the foundation, then you can experiment with going outside of your foundation. But you have to have a foundation in place first. Otherwise, you are standing on shaky ground. It is not going to work. You have to be willing to build that bond, that level of trust with your audience. The new term these days is psychographics, understanding your audience, understanding the inside of their heads, right? I've heard Daryl Eve talk about this. I've heard Lee Ron Stegate talk about this, but it's understanding what your audience wants or needs. What are they doing when they're not on YouTube? What type of stuff do they like? What type of music do they listen to? What do they do for their spare hobbies? Like all this other stuff that you have to take time to understand if you want to know how to best serve your audience. But creator, if you're not willing to do that, then you can't expect to reap the rewards if you're not willing to put in the work. Yo, what we not going to do today is complain about YouTube channels that have laid a literal blueprint for how to get it done. Instead of bemoaning Linus for being big, why don't you go look at his content catalog? Why don't you go study the way they make videos over there? Why don't you go study their titles, study their thumbnails, all of that stuff? Study what they're doing that is making them so successful and try to emulate it. Not copy it, but try to emulate it or improve upon it. Because that is where you will have your success. You figure out what's working and try to improve upon what's already working. Roberto Blake told me one day that a lot of creators, smaller creators, don't succeed because they want to come in and do their own thing and they don't want to do what works or what has been proven to work. And even I didn't want to hear that at the time, but there's a lot of truth in that. We want to come on YouTube, we want to do our own thing, this, that, and the other, and that's fine. But when there's stuff out there that has proven to work and you don't do it, then you can't expect to be successful if you're shying away from what worked and what has been proven to work in the past. There is a clear blueprint out there, many, many blueprints out there today of how to build a successful tech channel. Are you going to ignore them? Or are you going to study them and figure out how to make success out of your own blueprint? That's really what it comes down to. So, with that being said, anybody got any questions or comments or anything like that? We can talk about it. Otherwise, I will give you your Thursday back. I appreciate y'all rocking out and hanging out with me for a few minutes, man. But like I said, stuff like this just grinds my gears because it's such a crap mindset to have. It is a crappy mindset. You should not be trying to compete with bigger channels. Rather, you should be trying to learn from them. We should be trying to learn from them, not compete with them because they've already done it. They have literally already done it and they've shown you that it can be done. So why are you complaining about their success instead of trying to emulate their success? Like they've shown you how it can be done, but y'all want to complain about their size. Who cares? Your whole goal, your whole objective should be to figure out how to get to their size, how to build your own thing based off of what they've done in the past. like I hate to be the one to bring this up, but you do realize that Samsung would not be Samsung today without, or at least, actually, let me take it back. The Samsung mobile division would not be what they are today had they not studied Apple and the iPhone. Let me repeat that for y'all if you don't understand what I'm telling you. Samsung's mobile division, their mobile division, would not be what it is today had they not taken some pointers and studied Apple and the iPhone. And if you don't believe me, there is literally a document out there that details how Samsung copied the iPhone page for page. And that's how they developed their Galaxy line of phones, by copying a lot of what made iPhone. Samsung used that blueprint to create the Galaxy line of phones. I am not capping. This is not me lying. It's literally out there. Just search it. You can Google it. It's out there. But that is how they made the Galaxy line of phones, by literally copying Apple's homework and making it better in some ways. So, if companies can do this and have done it and continue to do it, why can't you as a creator do this? Go out there and look at some of these successful creators and try to take things from what they've done and build your own thing. Other creators are doing it. Why can't you do it? Everything that you want is literally out here for you. It's out there for you. But nobody's going to hand it to you. Nobody's going to hand it to you. So you either go out there and you figure it out and you take it, or somebody's going to do it in front of your face. They're going to take it from you. Well, they're not going to take it from you, but they're going to do the things that you are not willing to do. They're going to do it, and they're going to be successful doing it, and they're going to leave you in the dust. Literally. That is what is going to happen. They're going to leave you behind. On that note, I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all been an amazing crowd as usual. I may or may not be back tomorrow night. I might take tomorrow night off, but then again, I don't know. I may be back tomorrow night, but I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. Hopefully, I said something tonight that you can use to become a better creator. That's all I'm here for. Try to give you guys some value, and that's what we do out here. Techful Thinking, what's up, man? You just called me at the end. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Thank you. If you wanna go back watch the replay, feel free to do that. My Captain Life, man. Appreciate you being here, dude. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy your Thursday, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.